Hi everybody, sorry that took me a minute to get the screen casting to work with Moodle. I wanted to thank you very much for your feedback, and I'll go over it now a little bit. The first question was, what do you value the most? And you can read through here. What I'm going to do, what I first want to explain is that I didn't do every answer verbatim because it would have taken forever to do this PowerPoint. But these are basically the things that people liked. And it was interesting because a number of people said they were really glad it was online, but then some other people don't like online classes. And that's totally understandable. The fact is that I would much rather be doing hybrid classes, but we can't get enough students, especially in EI and LD, to be able to do the classes that way. So that's why we have them completely online, because more students will do it that way. One of the things I liked was somebody said that they talked about how important self-reflection was and that they liked the reflections because of that. So you can look through here again. Again, some people like it the way it is. Some feel that they need to have less of a workload. I don't know if I can do that at this point in the class. I think you'll see that as we get more towards the end of the class, and when you're writing your topic paper, there's a little bit less to do. But I'll look into that. And then this I really appreciated. Somebody said they didn't think they'd enjoy taking online classes, but they do like it. And that's basically what I have found also in teaching it. I would personally rather do it either face-to-face, which is how I teach all my undergraduate classes are done that way. It's stressful trying to get everything done while working full-time. I had to put this one in because I totally get it. I did the same thing in my master's, my second master's, which was in psychology, and my PhD program. I did them both working not only full time, but after the first 2 years, one of my professors offered me a job as a therapist in his clinic. And so I was doing a lot of it working full time as a school psychologist and then half time as a clinical psychologist. And although I learned a tremendous amount, it was really stressful. And I look back and I honestly don't know how I did it. So, and then one person, at least one person said they just didn't like the reflections and having to write that much, that they would rather do hands-on activities or more reflections about people we know. And I have changed it to that already to some extent. They'd like to see the reflections and forums combined. So you could divide the class in two and assign a forum-style reflection, one topic to each half. Then each student would be required to respond. I like that idea, and I will look into it. Whether or not I can change it for this semester, I don't know. But it's something that I'm going to put in my notes either for this semester or next. And lighten the load, I don't know about that because it's a master's level class, and it's just master's level work. There is a lot of content. I'm learning a lot, but when a quiz comes like this week, I'm unsure if I understand everything I'm reading. Yeah, I love face-to-face classes. I agree. It is harder. The problem with making some classes face-to-face is that then we might actually lose a lot of students, because there are some students who simply can't come to face-to-face classes. And most of the people felt that it was valuable and relevant and so on. I do want to tell you this. If you look at the quiz, because you can look at the quiz without doing it, and then if you're not sure about something, email me. I'll help you through it. I'm not trying to trick you with these quizzes. I'm just trying to make sure you read the text. So yeah, I'd be happy to do that, and I do have students in all of my classes who email me and say, "This is how I'm looking at it. Is this the right way to see it?" Yeah, this one you can look through here. This one I really loved reading because this person said they have an issue that they can't seem to download the presentations. I'll look into that. I think the reason you can't download the presentations is that a lot of them are not done just with PowerPoint, but they're done through a screencasting thing, which I buy for myself. It's called Camtasia, Camtasia. And so you would need to have Camtasia, and I wouldn't recommend getting it because it's fairly expensive. Yeah, I'll look into that. But I think that's the problem. One person suggested that we add a due date to post to the forum and then another due date to respond, to reply. And it's a great idea. It hasn't worked very well when I've tried that in the past because then people tell me it puts more stress on them. What you will find is that if you're one of the first people to post, then you will be more likely to get responses. But yes, you might have to wait a little while. Yeah, the articles are long. Again, it's this is it's a master's level course, and let me put it this way: you don't always have to write a million pages about things, especially with the reflections. I tend to write a lot when I write because it's just the way I do things. But there are people that are better than me about being succinct. And anytime somebody writes a good reflection or answer on a quiz, and they do it succinctly, so it's quick to read, I make a big deal out of it to them because I'm always really impressed by that. But I'm not as good at that. And I think maybe, we just need to work on that. If you have a question about if it's long enough or something, just send it to me. You'll have a response back in a couple hours, probably. Anything else? Everybody wrote really nice things in here. So that was very nice to see, and I really appreciate you being so positive and so supportive to me and also to each other. It was nice to see that so many people said that what they found valuable was hearing about other people's experiences. So anyway, thank you again so much for this. And I will see you soon. I hope you have a great break, by the way. We've got about 10 days off.